All right, let's answer some of your legal questions now. For that, we turn to Fox 26 senior legal analyst Chris Tritico. Welcome. Thanks for being here.
Good morning.
All right, we have some questions. One of them, I bet, affects so many people, so we're going to really make a difference today. Let's begin with this first question, though, from Vanny, who writes, I am a 60-year-old African-American woman, and I have a major situation with the property that I own. The seizure of my property began in the fall of 2016. Through the mail, I received a writ of execution from the Justice of the Peace regarding my property, based on a credit card debt from 2012 for just under $4,000. The debt was assigned to another collection agency who then seized my property and auctioned it. Was this lawful or a predatory lending practice?
Well, it wasn't a predatory lending practice. What happened, it seems to me what happened is you had a credit card that you defaulted on and they sued you, and you either did or did not answer that lawsuit and you got a judgment against you, and now they executed on the judgment. And when all of that happened, at the end of the day, they get to seize that property from you. If it was not your homestead, then they can file that writ of execution, seize the property, and auction it off to satisfy that debt. You had a right to answer the lawsuit, litigate against it, try the case, and or settle it before all of that happened. And so I don't know what happened here, but this was not a predatory lending practice. It was just a lawsuit that you did not answer. Good luck. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, that's a tough situation.
Yeah, it is.
All right, here's the next one, because I feel like we always think, okay, I'll put off my will another day, and then sometimes it's too late, right?
Happens all the time.
It really does. So on your calendar, you can put right now, I'm going to go get a will,
yes.
right? Let's take care of this business, because this affects a lot of families. This question's coming in from Sylvia. My sister passed away with stage 4 cancer a few years ago. She had nothing prepared, no will or anything like that. She had a bank account with no beneficiary, and I don't know what to do about it. She was never married or had any children, and our parents are both deceased. The account is actually at a credit union that came from her employment. Can you give me some advice on what to do about the bank account? I have her death certificate, her social security card, and her old driver's license. Okay,
so Sylvia, this can be handled. Now, as Melissa was saying, it's better that we all have a will to make this an easier process. But if the only thing in her estate is the bank account, then you can handle this with what's called a small estate affidavit, okay? And you're going to need to get a lawyer to help you with that, and contact the Houston Bar Association and they can help you find a lawyer. But a small estate affidavit, you have to do that through the probate court, but that just gives you the right to go to the bank and settle that account. Take the money out and then deal with the money. What was edited out of your question is you have a sister who you haven't talked to in over 10 years. That sister gets half the money, all right? And so you're gonna have to try to find that sister and get someone, a private investigator or someone, to help you try to find that sister. If she's deceased, her children get her portion of the money. So you can't just take it, because your sibling gets half the money. Good luck.
Oh, that was good advice. I hope that helps her a lot.
Thank you.
All right, last question coming in from Shayla, and here we go. This is probably going to freak a whole lot of people out, right? We have a bat problem, and the landlord refuses to fix it. We had to put duct tape over all the holes around the house and the roof, and our chimney is attached from the house. The AC doesn't work, and there are multiple problems throughout the house. All he wants is a rent. We just moved here in February. He even filed an eviction, but the judge dismissed it. He asked us to stay. We said no. He also threatened to sue us again. Now we have the paper from the other court. At this point, I just want my money back. What legal actions can I take?
Well, Shayla, I don't know why you're still there, but here's what I want you to do, and we've talked about this multiple times. Write this guy a letter, and this guy's a slumlord, obviously, so write this guy a letter, send it certified mail, and tell him he has 10 days to fix the problem. Texas Property Code says if there's a problem in your leasehold, that's a habitability problem, and bats, to me, is a habitability problem, okay? So write him a letter and tell him he has 10 days to fix it. On the 11th day, move. Just move out. Go find yourself a new place and move. That 10-day window, if he doesn't fix it, you have the right under Texas law to move out. That doesn't mean he won't sue you, but you certainly have a defense to his lawsuit if he sues you under that 10-day window under the Texas Property Code. take plenty of pictures of everything that's been going on and all the problems in the house that you've been leasing, and that gives you a good defense to his lawsuit. If he sues you, contact the Houston Bar Association, hire the lawyer of your choice, because you have a really good defense, and I think you can get your attorney's fees back if he sues you for all the problems you've been having here. Good luck.
My goodness, can you even imagine?
No.
Oh, don't mind me at my house, or just bats flying
It's
around.
just horrible stuff. That's a slumlord, and somebody ought to do something about him.
Well, hopefully she takes that advice and takes care of some serious business. Thank you, Chris.
You bet.
Now, if you happen to want to send us your legal questions, please do. It's very easy to do. You can go to this website you see right